Good morning, afternoon, or evening, whichever it is. I normally don't shoot videos of myself here, but today for my Shed Wars, I thought it would be helpful if myself and pretty much all the other people involved would do a video explaining their top performers. I have 5 top performers that I want to highlight and 4 honorable mentions, and so that other gardeners who are new will get an idea of what works where and hopefully help them decide what to grow when they start their garden. Okay, my first one here, I'm going to tilt this down. I'm going to try to show the packets. This one here is Armenian yard-long cucumbers. Interestingly enough, it's not really a cucumber, it's actually a melon. This is what they look like on the vine. You do not let these get to a yard long when you pick them. You pick them between 8 and 12 inches, more by the diameter. This one here is getting to where it's going to be rather seedy, so it'll probably get picked in the next day or so. But these went through the hailstorm. You can see they're a little rough still, but look, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over there. They're producing really good. The rest of the cucumbers that went through the hailstorm, that's what they look like. That's why the Armenians get the thumbs up. Okay, the next one, we're going to walk way over here. I had a problem with growing radishes. They just would not come up to a size that was worth the effort of growing them. Most of them were the size of my little finger. So I went online and got to look around this one here. This one. And I planted it. And let me see here if I can get in here and you can see compared to my finger, and I mean these things will get humongous and yet they're still good. We're getting ready to harvest out on these, and I've got another batch started, but I'm really pleased with the size of these. Those have really done good. My next 2 are tomatoes. If you live in a colder climate, zone 6 or colder, I highly recommend the subarctic Plenty tomatoes. I put on there that these would be small tomatoes, and they're more of a medium. Nice sized tomato, good heavy crop, and the colder nights did not slow them down. These were the first to set, the first that I started getting to harvest. I believe they are determinate, but I'm still getting, you can see tomatoes down in here. And I'm still getting tomatoes off of them. So they'll be on my list for next year. The next one is also a tomato. And that's these over here now. You can see these are bigger. They were bigger tomatoes. Those are the Wisconsin 55s. You see I marked them as an all-purpose tomato, and they are nice size. And we're really pleased with them. And the subarctic, one other thing I'd like to say is those are really meaty. And I'm not having much luck with Romas, and so I might use those as my Romas. And I have one more. I'll be right back here to give you my 5th top producer. The next one is a Ford Hook giant Swiss chard, and you can see this stuff is, look at this, man, this stuff is doing great. Big Swiss chard here. I mean, you know. And I've even planted more because this being a biannual will come back next year. And I'll get it for about the first half of the year. And so I'm going to grow enough that I'll be getting greens out of the garden in April. And these will be really awesome. And I'll be right back. I may have to wait a minute because it's starting to rain. But I want to show some honorable mentions of some plants that I think did better than average. I'll be right back. I'm back. Yeah, a little rain, but we'll be all right. Okay, one of my first honorable mention would be this spaghetti squash. This plant went through the hailstorm like everything in my garden did. And you see what happened to my cucumbers. This has rebounded. They look like my cucumbers. And this is what it is. I hope you can see that good. And I was really impressed with those coming back like they did. And I think I may actually get a squash or two before we get our freeze here in about 30 days. Okay, I'll be right back with my next one. Okay, next up, celeriac. I have never grown it. I have never ate it. I haven't a clue, but boy, look at them plants. Aren't they beautiful? And you eat the root here. Look at how big that root is. I'm really impressed and looking forward to trying that. If I half like it, I'll be growing it again. It grew so good. Okay. My next one is right here. And look at that. How's that for a eggplant? It's called Black Beauty. There. I got these from M.I. Gardner. Let me show you there, boy, that thing. I mean, it's about the size of a seed packet, but somewhere I read they said it just doesn't get too much bigger. They don't get as big as the ones you buy in the grocery store. And here's my next one. It's called Amazing Cauliflower, and you can see a pretty good sized plant, and they're doing good. I've got 2 of them tied off. They've started to put a head on. Actually, this one here is about to have a head on it, and this is what it is. It's called Amazing, and as well as it's done, yes, it has been amazing for me, and I've really enjoyed it. So those are all my top performers for 2020. The date is August 28th. This is my last September, or August I mean, Shed Wars video. And I still encourage everybody else to put a video out and let us know what did good for you, so that we may learn from that. And I thank you, and may the Lord bless you in all you do. Have a nice day.